Sibber John says we. Imagine simping. Good job, Dave.
Imagine Protoss.
You don't know the power of the Dark Shrine. Princeton University.
Imagine Terran.
Oh, there we go. We got my voice now. Welcome, everybody, to the DreamHack StarCraft 2 Masters Closed Qualifiers for North America. Waiting for Reaper to come in. Hope you had a good time at the restaurant. Yeah, it was good. Mr. Green, did you see? Can we get a 1 to 2 year delay, please? Napoleon chicken, that is what I had. All right, gamers. We're waiting for our matches. Reaper appears to be AFK. Hey, thanks for the follow, Super Craig. Super Craig. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Judgment? Green, Gene Sim, Dro, Thorn, Miss Cavera. Thank you all for showing up. Alexandros, Filibuster, Bimbles, Burgers, Clobies. And we have our first match. With that said, this is going to be a spicy series. What's good is the StarCraft we're about to see. Do Reaper Pilly? Yep.
Imagine simping. Good job, Dave.
We are just waiting for Pilly to get in here now, and we will be off to a start. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or morning if it is morning for you wherever you are. This is going to be a good series. Glad you're enjoying it, Legoland M. And thanks again, Super Craig. This is going to be an exciting PvZ. Dare I say it?
Imagine Protoss.
Exactly. So guys, do be respectful of the commands when we're in the game. You would tell. All right, here we are. Moving on to our first series. Pilly and Reaper. Should be asleep. It's like 3 in the afternoon in your area. 2 in the afternoon, Alexandros. What you on about? Ma dudes. Dudettes. And I think this is a best of 5. I forgot to check. Anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. A Blackburn. Representing License to Kill. Give it up for our Green Zerg player. The Cheesy Reaper. And his opponent in the bottom right. Representing Genesis Gaming. The most based Red Protoss. It is Pilly. Hey, good to see you, Dro. Thanks for coming, too. I forgot to announce you, too. Welcome, Atai Adapaya. All right, Pilly going for a standard opener. He is against his cheeky opponent. Going for the gas first. This is going to be funny on Blackburn. Let's see what Mr. Reaper's opener is. Pilly is certainly going to scout this. Looks like he could be going for a fast link speed into Roach Warren. I could be wrong, but that looks like the name of the game. Drone just going out. Gonna just skip by the... No, yeah, he's gonna skip right by. He's going right for his proxy hatch. Pilly scouts. Well, no, he's going for his gold base. Yeah, this is more than likely gonna be a Speedling Roach all-in. Super Craig. He's super freaky. Pilly just gonna take his Nexus. Okay, look at this. Based. It's a Gate Nexus core. Pilly is gonna go on to a... Is he actually building it? He's not building any workers. He's skipping it. He's going to a 19 core. Pretty typical play from our Protoss player. Does confirm that there is a gold base.
Another computer. Says hit any key.
All right.
Well, which one's the any key?
All right, guys, again, I might just kill the bot if we're in there too much, because it will get in the way of casting. This is DreamHack, after all. Don't like taking away from the stream at the same time. Figured we'd have a little bit of fun. Just remember there is a delay. Oh, it's 5 p.m. My mistake. All right, second pylon going down on the low ground. Pilly seems to be preparing for it. Okay, it is going to be a Roach Warren Speedling all-in. He, honestly, in this matchup, I can tell you that both players are certainly afraid of each other, because Reaper has his very creative, aggressive style as a Zerg player. Pilly is set up for some defense. Actually, the Adept popping just in time is beautiful for him. Does need a shield battery if he wants to hold. Okay, beautiful. Love to see it from our Protoss player. However, he is going to have to scout that there is roaches. Adepts cannot do too much to roaches. He's going to need stalkers to deal with this. Or, okay, he's opening Stargate in the wall. I could be wrong if it is a best of 5. I'm pretty sure it is for the closed qualifiers. If I am mistaken, we will correct this immediately. Double shield battery from Pilly with an Oracle. Don't hate it. Okay, and a Stalker. This is going to be pretty good. The Roaches are going to start popping over to the other side of the map. Lings with speed also joining. Now, this Oracle could be used for a Stasis Ward, but I'm assuming it's just going to be for Pulsar Beam. Stalker on the way is actually pretty nice for our Protoss player. This is a lot of Lings coming, though. Okay, Oracle going out is going to be pretty paramount to this. He is going to wait for that Pulsar Beam. Is going to scout the 3 Ravs and start the Pulsar immediately. Pilly has to be very careful still. Has another Oracle on the way. However, oh no. The full wall, it goes down. This is what I'm talking about. Even with a great defense, this stuff is pretty hard to hold. Shield battery overcharge being activated to try to save the other battery. Pretty wild stuff. There were 4 batteries. One goes down. Stalker is going to take some damage. Pilly cleans up the Ravagers, but there's a lot of Lings to deal with. Warp Gate not completed, and this is 2 Oracles with not much Pulsar Beam energy left. Oh man, 4 workers going down with a lot of Lings coming in to attack. Pilly gonna advance down to the low ground as Reaper continues his all-in. Does Pilly hold? It looks like he is going to be able to fight this. Does lose all mining right now. However, doesn't really matter. He's mining just gas. Looks like he may have a hold here. Does have an adept up. Wall is kind of breached. This is actually getting closer and closer, but there's no droning behind us. This is very much all in. Third Oracle is out. Adept does fall. Is battery overcharge available? Not quite yet. It will be momentarily. Pilly is going to need to activate this down to 14 workers. He's going to have to start mining. Sentry out is not a bad play. One Ling does make a scout into the main, and now there's going to be queens behind this. Reaper was just producing Lings, and now he's going to start to slowly drone up in macro, I guess. But it's kind of a weird state of the game. Pilly does need to clean up the rest of this to take care of it. Okay, he is able to get a Zealot in the wall. He's not mining any... Well, he's mining 2 gas from double extractors. This is actually going to be still tough to hold. Even with the 3 batteries, they're kind of in strange positions. He did lose 1. Pulsar Beam is going to be nice when he gets it, but it's going to take a while. This is just a sentry. Pilly just building workers, another sentry, kind of tickling the Lings away one at a time, and Reaper is going to be able to save them. Reaper just droning up behind this now. And yeah, he has that gold base. That's quite nice. So Pilly's kind of in a rough spot. As much as he held, he had no income for a while. Very unlucky for our Protoss player. Oh my god, 2 drones going down at the same time. Funnily enough, because of the overextension from Reaper, the game kind of normalizes a little bit. There's going to be a 3rd hatch going down. Everything just a little delayed. Pilly on Stargate Tech, but not able to really move away from it for a bit. He's going to have to catch up on his economy. He's going to get a Phoenix for the follow-up. I do love the Oracle opener, though, as he holds. They're going to be invaluable. He's playing the long game, thinking, well, Mr. Reaper is a little bit of a cheeser, to say the least. He is going for the long game. 1 Zealot and a battery with an Oracle kind of menacingly staring over the army is going to go there. There's 2 sentries and Adept. Not really too much of a Protoss armory other than these 2 Oracles going out, and they are going to rev tag this. Wow, look at the kills. 13 and 16 kills for our Protoss player. That's 29 mostly Ling kills with, let's see, just 2 drones. 14 workers fell for Pilly. All right, our Zerg player going into layer. Anything is possible here with the 3rd hatch, too. He could just be going for a Nidus play, but Pilly did kill some of this. That one... Oh, no, it's just a Phoenix. The Lings are going to get split up. Let's take a look at the saturation. Pilly is approaching saturation on 2 bases. Just narrowly ahead of his Zerg opponent. Because these injections are just starting to come in a little. Okay, Pilly is going for a Robo follow-up. Unable to take a 4th base yet because, you know, again, he's not really saturated. Needs to start establishing an alternate tech or commit to wherever he's going. But we do see gates and a Robo. Not too uncommon after this. Oracle is finding some damage on the other side of the map. This is hilarious. He may force a cancel on this Spore Crawler. Or does he get a kill? Actually, he's going to have to be careful. That is a very damaged Spore Crawler. Look at the Oracle and Phoenix Micro. Very funny stuff. Spore going to be rebuilt and a rev tag. This is just the funny little engagements these guys will have. That was actually pretty cool. Okay, so it's going to be an Immortal Sentry push. Love to see it. At least an opener for it. Pilly is going to drop 2 more gates. So yeah, he's going to go to do Immortal Stalker Sentry. Very cool stuff. Actually, let's take a look. No, he's got 2-2 gas saturation in his main. So he's not really committing here. It looks like he's going for a 2-base. Very heavy 2-base play. Which I'm not surprised. We hack and drain Sibajon? True. I do like this Phoenix actually scouting out for any positional movement from, you know, just the standard area of attack, though there are slow fields from Pilly. He's keeping the Oracles defensively. Okay, we do have a Robotics Bay coming down behind this. Ooh, very spicy stuff. Pilly did get a scout on the army. Queens are starting to walk across. There is no creep spread yet. We don't even see any overlords over there because there is a Stargate. War Prism coming in. Pilly going for maybe some adepts in the choke. This is not going to be scouted. Yeah, Pilly is going to have some potential for this. The Zerg is moving out. One Stasis Ward is going to be pretty good for our Zerg player. There it is. That's a lot of adepts. It's the Pilly adept play. Going back to previous times of StarCraft, kind of. These are not glaives. There's no resonating glaives. It's just pure adepts. Pilly going to find some damage on some queens, forcing our Zerg to retreat. And, yeah. Zerg in full retreat. Pilly is going to find some serious damage without even resonating glaives. He is now on the worker kill side. Army, pretty much dead even. Reaper is still ahead on workers, obviously. Pilly on 2-base economy. He's going to trap all these queens and start menacingly destroying them. That is going to be a bunch of Reaper's army. An Oracle does fall. However, it doesn't really matter. That's a lot of queens to lose. And that being said, the trades actually slightly in favor of our Zerg player. Pilly again going to try to go for some kind of assault. These are just slow zealots. This is just 4 slow zealots trying to be annoying, and Pilly is going to try to establish a 3rd base behind this, going for disruptors and +1. Reaper on that Roach deck. He is on the Ling Roach Ravager. We don't see any upgrades out of Reaper in the foreseeable future. No Evo Chamber. This is just pure Roach Rav. He is trying to get to just the right economy and going for a push out in max. Wait, he just killed one of his Lings with that Bile to kill an Observer? That was pretty funny. The Sacrificial Observer. Yo, Grister Green Ultralist gifting Sibajon a subscription. Thank you so much for your 33 gifted subs to the channel, Green. Mr. Green with the Founders Badge gifting the subs to Based. Mr. Green, one of the friendos and memes of the stream for a long time. The oofers of gangsters. Okay, the disruptors are scouted from this little Ling push. Oracle's gonna chase down the small contingent of Lings in the northeast from our Zerg player. Hey, Samo. Alright, we do have muscular augments and, well, melee attack plus ranged attack for our Zerg player. So he's going into Hydras, which means he's going to go into Lurkers. Very clearly. Welcome, Stano Sidekick, as well. Slip Jip and Green with the baguette talk. Wee wee. Wee wee. Alright, we do have extended thermal lance with ground weapons +2 finishing up for Pilly. He's going to have that upgrade advantage and blink. Kind of a nice army composition coming. We do have Archons. We have Colossi with extended thermal lance. We have Disruptors. We have Blink Stalkers. A lot of potential. And the Oracles out trying to get that information on our Zerg player. Pilly just constant. He's just an information gathering machine right now. Hallucinated Phoenix and Rev Tags are going to scout this out. Okay, love to see it. Do we have charge? We do not. This is going to be the 4 zealots that were dropped before. Pilly not paying attention to his War Prism. He's actually multitasking with a push. He does have the Oracles out too. He's going to lose 1 going down up here in the 9 o'clock area of the map. This is a pretty big push from Pilly. Reaper with a little bit of an army supply lead and some static, but he is going to be able to find some damage on this gold-based mining. And the 2 spine crawlers are certainly going to go down. However, Vipers are out. The Hive is done. Guru Spine Fining. And thank you for the follow, Volvoxsaurus. All right, that +2 ground weapons is going to finish. Pilly warping in more slow zealots. Funnily enough, I do believe he lost the War Prism. Let's take a look back let's take a look at this engagement first. Oh, I love the hallucinated Colossi. This is going to make it extra scary and confusing for our Zerg player. Disruptor catches 1 queen. Is transfused So that queen will survive. Okay, this is the trickier spot. Once Viper's here. Oh, beautiful catch with the blinks. Billy Pilly in a fantastic position. Our Zerg's upgrades did finish, but he's kind of clumped up on the files. Actually, only just sacrificing hallucinations. One disruptor does catch a Raptor and some Hydras, but this army is just too much. Pilly playing the mind games with all these hallucinations. Just on a 3-base economy, pumping out more Stalkers and Colossi. He's kept one of the Disruptors barely alive. The 2 Immortals putting in God's work. 2 Sentries still alive from the original fight and the Oracle. Okay, there's just roaches in production. Hydra's gonna be annoying. Oh, Pilly does catch 1 Hydra with that Purification Nova. Disruptor is still alive. GG. Pilly takes game number 1. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you new followers as well. We will be moving on. This is actually a best of 3, I think. Imagine A moves. I keep telling Dave, the most broken strat in the game. Very true. Oh, it's a best of 3. Oh no, I'm having some of that OBS lag slusherino. All right, here we are. Looks like Zombie Grub's gonna be catching this with me.
Sweet Rover.
Sweet Rover indeed. Pilly actually just held the cheese and macroed quite nicely out of it. That was a very good reaction from our Protoss player. Reaper's not an easy opponent to deal with. Like both these guys, like
Protoss.
I said, we're sweating it. They were certainly sweating it. I'm spitting facts here, Mr. Green. Looks like we already have a qualifying match. We have M. Canning versus Future. On the other side, we're waiting on Pilly. All right, can I stop getting texts? All right, guys, we are going on to our next match. Gonna talk about Pilly Pilly? Okay, guys, so while we're waiting for this to start up here in just a moment, did you guys know that Pilly Pilly's actually from Kazakhstan? And he came to the United States because he was just too based. Alright, anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, representing a license to kill, it is our green Zerg player, Mr. Reaper. And in the upper right, his opponent sporting the red from Genesis Gaming, it is Pilly Pilly, our red Protoss. Let's see what Reaper's got in store for us. Okay, he's going for a classic 12 pool. Okay, it's a 12 pool proxy hatch. Pilly going for a pylon scout this game. Not a bad idea against our Zerg player. Funnily enough, he's not thinking to go look for this drone, obviously. A lot of people don't. But it's something a lot of Zergs do, and that's usually the pathing they take. It's BCH. Yeah, big true. Alright. Gateway going down. And we do have our gas. Nothing too cheeky from Pilly. He's trying to scout for this drone. Oh, unluckily for him, Reaper taking a note out of the book of Filibuster. This really reminds me of Filibuster, the proxy hatch timing, or obviously Bly. Reaper has his own little stylistic differences from all the known proxy hatchers. Amateur, pro, semi-pro. Pilly's getting a forge. He's expecting a lot of aggression. Lings are out. Probius is going to chase the Lings. Funnily enough, the Ling's not going for it. Okay, what is this? Okay, he's just getting his core, and the Zealot's out. So Pilly at least able to establish a wall. This is a very good situation for a Protoss player. However, we have seen Riser go down to this earlier on. Pilly trying to check the surface area and the one hacks gap, so the Lings can actually go around to surround the Zealot if he gets too greedy poking on this. So Pilly knows he needs to pull back periodically. This is going to take some micro of one unit for a bit, funnily enough. Okay, Photon Cannon is going down, and we're going to see a shield battery immediately behind us. Chrono to finish the Zealot, and second Zealot, and the Adept follow-up. Oh my goodness. This Gateway is in a lot of trouble. Pilly may have to immediately rewall. Okay, he's going to positionally go in and choke the Zealots to try to fill the breach. Adept coming in. Oh, the Photon Cannon actually finishing just in time. Pilly actually in a good position, except for these roaches. He's got to rethink the game state at this point. This is something we're going to see a lot more of since the change to shield batteries, but this hits before shield battery can even be popped, obviously, at a 12 pool. So good hold. Pilly is going to lose the Adept, however. Not the ideal situation for our Protoss player. First 3 roaches popping across with the Ravager. It's going to be a 5 roach follow-up, I believe. Yep. No. There's the 4th. Okay, so it's just 4 for the moment. Again. Wow. Pilly responded to this. He scouts the roaches with the Zealots. Does the Zealot kill the last roach? Oh, he does. What a Chad Zealot. That Zealot going down with his last breath to hold this. Can Pilly hold the Roach Ravager Inquisition with just a Stalker, an Adept, and a Photon Cannon? Shield batteries are on their way, but they're not done yet, making this a little difficult for our Protoss player. Adept and Photon Cannons killing another Roach. First battery is down. Funnily enough, that Overlord is going to go down from this. From the second Photon Cannon. GG is called, and Pilly puts short work of the series. This is my kind of game, to be sure. Hey, I'm just mentioning you, brother. GG's. That was certainly a short one. Very unlucky. I think Reaper might be a little upset from said games. Pilly actually held very well. Pilly versus Epic. That was it. Easy hold. Yeah, well, we've seen lots of people fall to it. I mean, GSL, hello. Very well played by both players. Reaper certainly met his match on that one, but he did a great job with his cheese. That was pretty well done by our Protoss player. But Reaper still should not be beating himself up too hard. He played really well, and I think he's going to do a lot better this year. You're obviously going to get into unfortunate situations when you cheese, where your opponent holds your cheese. And we're going to move on to our qualifiers. Pilly versus Epic is where I'm hoping to follow. We do have a lower bracket as well, guys. So there will be more. If I'm crazy enough, guys, after this, after DreamHack, 10 p.m., I'm going to be keeping a delay. I may actually cast all the way through and do the EPT Asia. However, tomorrow, if that's the case, that means I'm not casting World Team League at all. So I want you guys to give me your feedback. Would you rather me cast EPT Asia and do one long stream, potentially catching the DreamHack Europe close qualifiers tomorrow? Hey, Legacy. So I'd like your feedback. In World Team League tomorrow, there's some crazy matches as well. But we got a lot going on here. Again, there's also a lower bracket to this, too. We have Uko versus Reaper, Wrecker versus Pure Legacy, Jon Snow versus Riser. All were eliminated from the upper bracket. We have Binsky versus Antis going on. Yeah. This is the qualifying match, though. We're waiting on vetoes. Welcome, Blank. Welcome, E-Legacy. We have our first game. Space with the 18 months. Thank you. Ground music, man. It depends. I'm not going to be doing World Team League more than likely if I do Asia. But tomorrow, I will say this. Some of the players we have Scarlet and Raynor tomorrow, which would be amazing. First. That would be a first for me. Yeah, exactly. EPT is every week, but it does show commitment to it. Not that I'm ever going to advance much in ESL. We have our OG casters now competing for this. This is a best of 5. And hang on a second for this stuff. You're officially more yoked than Yeti. Anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Psystorm Gaming. Well, it is our Red Terran player, Epic. And his opponent in the upper right, representing Genesis Gaming, it is Pili Pili. Sporting the blue. All right, guys, you're officially more yoked than Yeti, possibly. Getting more ripped by the moment. All right, guys. This should be a spicy one. Both these guys are pretty good players. Epic just going for a standard play. Pili Pili as well. These guys not too cheesy. We do have... It was just a gate scout from Pili. He's not too concerned, it would appear. Focus on the macro more than like, I don't think I'm going to get cheesed this game. This is game number 1. But I honestly think nothing is outside of the realms of possibility in the DreamHack close qualifiers. E-Legacy Redeem say something about Pili Pili. Well, Pili Pili doesn't just produce regular probes. His probes are fueled on potatoes. Actual fact. Team Pili Pili. So, consequently, that little gas trail behind them, the burning gas trail, is actually vodka. It's fermented potatoes. The probe is going to try to get some scouting and vision, but it's going to go down from this Marine. The little Razzmatazz from the SCV taking off the shields. Does more than hull damage, gets a full kill. Epic taking a high ground CC because of the harassment was not a bad idea, though. So he's going to get it at roughly the same time, though it is going to be just a little delayed from what was going on. All right, we're going to see a Stalker opener from Pili Pili. Just a Stalker and Warp Gate. Not a bad decision in this case. He has a good idea of what's going on roughly. It is a 1-1-1 for Epic. Okay. That being said, probe is going on gas. We do not see any tech coming from Pili yet. He's going to open with... He's probably going to open with 3 Stalkers before Twilight. It's more than likely going to be a Twilight play from Pili Pili. He is a fan of his Blink. Okay. Never mind. We do have a Twilight Council going on. Our Terran player going into his starport. He's going to open with 2 Hellions. Honestly, Adept openers are... Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. Stalkers are safe. They can clump up to prevent the Hellions from coming in. But Adepts definitely do a little more damage to those light armor Hellions. And we have 25k on the line. Let's see some other people putting their bets for, well, I'm assuming Mr. Epic. Blink is getting chronoed. We do have another gate coming down. No robotics facility, but there is going to be a Widow Mine drop. Standard Blink opener. That being said, robotics facility coming. 2 Hellions going to come pressure. Oh, Pili's just out of position. He doesn't have his shield battery in the main. One of the Hellions is probably going to go down, but the other is going to kill a few probes. Oh no, Pili with the micro. Only 2 probes going down so far. That is a beautiful hold for Pili. Considering what happened, that's about as good as you could get. Robo is about 75% nearing completion with the second gate. Okay. This is a pretty quick mine drop. The Terran player does secure the low ground, is going to drop his 3 racks for 311. Pilly with a 4-minute third base right after this. And not too bad stuff for a Protoss player. Warp gauge is completed a bit ago, so he's going to start getting in some warpins. He's going to need them to deal with these Widow Mines. Observer on the way. Mine drop is not scouted yet. It's kind of a cheeky little mine drop. Does Pilly react in time? Pilly not paying attention. Oh no, not like this. Oh wait, he waits till the last second, but oh no, 4, 6, 10 probes going down, and then the main. He's gonna lose 11, well, at least 11 probes in total. Wait, beautiful splits from our Protoss player, forcing a pickup. And you know what, guys? There is not an armory behind this. Pilly not reacting. He forces a pickup. Oof, 11 probes in total going down. He did force a pickup again. Pilly can resaturate. Is going to, once he finds it secured, he's going to go to the... Wait, is he going to the third base? Yeah, he's going to go saturate his third. Kind of split up his Terran opponent. But he's losing a lot of lost mining time. If we look at the income, man, Epic is just mule hammering it out in actually a fantastic position. Stim and +1 coming down. Combat shields should follow very shortly. As soon as Epic has the gas. Yep, there it is. Wow. Beautiful execution. Observer right on this. Stalkers right on the medevac. Pilly also kind of choking that medevac from doing any damage. We do have a forge follow-up and charge. Let's see. Pilly kind of setting up for Gateway Man, but he's going to be a little delayed with all those odds. Wow, 10K. Mr. Takua playing the odds. Somebody is. Somebody has really got it in for our Terran player. That is good stuff. Honestly, Epic's a very good player. His builds are quite tight. He did find some good damage earlier. Like, that's actually a very good start to the game for our Terran player. Those Widow Mines making up for the Hellions, for sure. That being said, the Stim combat shields and +1 with a Marine tank push could be on the way. Yeah, this is definitely a nice timing attack. Yeah, the medevacs are going to come out. Certainly looking like a timing attack. And the third CC going down. Yep, look at this. He's getting ready to push out right now. Army supply looking very good for Epic. Pilly is going to have charge completed by the time of this push. He does have 5 gates in production, which is quite nice in total. Charge and +1 armor on the way. Concussive shells and infantry armor as a follow-up for our Terran player is going to mean this push, as it goes on, if it's not just held, it will be a problem. Pilly now with a lot of units. He has 1 immortal and 1 battery. The second battery kind of going to be a little late to be too impactful. Tank getting dropped right there. Oof. Pilly does have a couple sentries. Is going to choke up this army a little bit. But Stim is going to be rough. Concussive shells finishing in this fight is going to make this a little tougher for the charge lots. Oof. Battery overcharge is activated. Pilly does not lose that battery. But the tanks are putting in the work. Oh my god, behind us, 13 workers went down. I did miss that. That is cool stuff. This engagement looking pretty rough. Pilly, does he blink back? Oh, he kills the Widow Mine. Only with 5 stock. Okay, never mind. Zealot's doing some more work. But those Widow Mines hampering Pilly's economy a little behind us is pretty good. But Pilly is so far holding the third, if not just barely. Is going to have a few more Zealot warpins. Can he hold this base? Can he hold the base? Okay, we do have... Ooh, I like this move from our Protoss player. He's going to go check this out. Has the observer behind this. So he's going to get a nice positional read on this. Our Terran player is going to be fully scouted here. Pilly is posturing to just macro up behind this after losing all those workers. But is not going for more upgrades. I'd like to see a +2 armor or +1 ground weapons go down. Pilly going for his Templar archives as a follow-up. Behind this, our Terran player, however, is going to be pumping out the Liberators, getting his armory, and starting to secure his next upgrades. I'd like to see another NG Bay coming down behind this so he can do the infantry, weapons, and armor push. But he's probably going to follow up with a Ghost Academy anytime now, I would imagine. This is Ghost 3. Pilly probably might want to try to get his army supply up a little bit and take a fourth. But he's behind, so he's really trying to get some damage. Observers coming in. War Prism is going to go into the Widow Mine, though. Oh, Pilly just catches it in time. Does scout the Widow Mine. Oh my god, this is not the fight you want to take. Pilly kind of going all in a little bit. Does take out one Liberator. These Immortals are actually going down. GG is called, and Epic takes game number 1. That was certainly a spicy game. Widow Mine's good unit. That's really... I wanted to capture that engagement, but man, behind that, in the natural, was that medevac. Still there. Pilly couldn't really deal with it because he had to put everything he had onto the army from how many workers he lost. Just really had a crippled economy after the first engage. Not really able to defend the second fight. Here we are, chat. Moving on to game number 2. And these guys are pretty evenly matched, to be honest with you. But I just don't agree with that decision-making of Pilly on the last one. Pilly is, honestly, Space, Pilly is quite jacked. He is, honestly, a very, very, gym-going guy. He is actually a large individual. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Curious Minds, representing Psystorm Gaming, up a game and wearing the red. It is our Terran player, Epic. And in the northwest, representing Genesis Gaming, sporting the blue, he is trying to bring it back. Give it up for Pili Pili. All right, guys. Imagine Terran. Epic pulling off very strongly in game number 1 with the Widow Mine drop. It was a great push, too, honestly, when he pushed down to the third. But had that mine drop not gone in to the nat, I think the game could have still been going on for sure. But Pilly took a rough strategic choice in pushing in right after that. He just couldn't take that fight. Other options he could have done? You know, taking the War Prism, trying to get a cheeky little Zealot drop in the main. And just buy time, trying to take a fourth. Getting into AoE. Probably going to be annoying again. This time, trying to secure some vision. Another Marine opener, as we're seeing more often from our Terran player. Meanwhile, behind this, Pili Pili going for Nexus before Core. Funnily enough. Command Center is down for Epic. He is able to secure it on the low ground. Pili Pili going to save the probe. This is going to be a reactor right in the wall. We are certainly looking like we might be going into 1-1-1 again, but it is not in the outside of the realm of possibility for a 3-axe opener from our Terran player. I am not 100% sure in this case. It's straight to reactor. We might see the double Reaper follow-up that's been out for a while now. Not an uncommon thing, which would probably tell us we are going into 3-racks, but it is going to be a 1-1-1. Factory is going down for our Terran player. All right. The low ground Nexus is going to finish for Pilly in the natural. He is going to keep an eye out and see what's going on. He's not opening with Adepts. Though I do like Stalker openers, I think Adepts are a little... Just one Adept even is pretty helpful in determining what your Terran opponent is doing. Pilly not a big fan of Stargate openers usually. So I would have liked to seen an Adeptus game. Okay, it's going to be a 2-1-1? Or is this going to be a 3 racks with a factory with a tank push? Oh, what the heck? Are we going to see a 2-1-1? That would be pretty cheeky from our Terran player. That is something. Very funny stuff. He's going to go check around for an Adept. That is the play with these Marines. Meanwhile, Pilly does have a Robo Bay. He's opening Robo. Ooh. No, it's just Robo behind us. He's going for a Dark Templar behind us. Sadly, with the Cyclone, it's going to be a Cyclone push. Let's take a look behind us. And what is our third weapon of choice? Probably could be a third Rax. I don't know. Is he going to go for the Starport? This is definitely going to be a push, though. We will find out in just a bit. Okay, our Terran player going to take the Zelnaga watchtowers in each location. Our Terran player with more information this game than Pilly. Pilly going all for it. Cyclone could potentially be a nuisance in preventing this drop. But let's see. Our Terran player is muling pretty hard. It is going to be a 2... Well, no, it's going to be a 3 racks after. So it is the double barracks factory opener with the Tech Lab Switcherino. Yep, that Cyclone's in defense. And there we go. Starport just going down. Warp Prism is going to try to come in and find some information. He's going to warp in some Dark Templar momentarily. The Dark Shrine just finishing. And there are 3 DTs going in to put in the work. He's going to split off the first in to the natural. Oh my god, there's 1 scan available. So there is definitely potential for DTs doing the work. Oh, Cyclone going down is huge. This is very good for Pilly. Scan is done in the low ground. Missile turret on the low ground. Is Pilly going to go right for the Tech Lab? Yes, he is. One of the DTs. No, he's going for the wrong one. Pilly trying to micro these DTs. Missile turret's going to finish. 6 workers going down. He needs to try to keep these alive. He's going for the wrong Tech Lab. Pilly, not like this. Is he going to warp in more DTs? We have a Robo Bay follow-up to this. He does not get the... He needs to put this on fire at least. Pilly trying to save the last Dark Templar. Does get it. Can he escape? Stem is just going to finish in this engagement. He needs to be careful because these Marines could just jump on this Warp Prism and absolutely pulverize it. Combat shield's not down, however, so these Marines are going to get one shot. Pilly at least going to take out Marines if he can't take out workers, and that is exactly the play. Does not delay the Starport. Missile turret is completed. Pilly trying to save this DT. Does he get it? Nope. Okay, he's out of range of the missile turret, forcing a scan all together. I would say these are very good trades for our Protoss player. Very good stuff. Love to see it. He's going to go take a late third because he's going right into Robotics Bay. He does have his Colossus. Does not have extended Thermal Lance started yet. He is going to secure that third. Usual timing for a Robo play. But Pilly has to be careful with the DTs. They're expensive. Okay, combat shields is not complete. So again, these DTs are going to do a lot more damage. And you know what? Forcing scans is huge because that's less mules. Pilly with the DT Warp Prism Micro. Oh, but is he going to be too greedy? Nope, no overextension from our Protoss player. Meanwhile, third base is going to start to be established with a shield battery. Pilly trying to get in defensive form. We do have extended Thermal Lance coming down for our Protoss player. Behind this, our Terran player forgetting combat shields. That, if he forgets combat shields, as we see anybody at any level of Terran do, it's not something to insult Mr. Epic, but that could be very unfortunate. Epic going for a double medevac drop, not full with one of them. He's going to cheekily try to go to the other side. Pilly with nice scouter pylons. Beautiful position of the Stalkers. Does have some defensive units in the natural. Nothing really defended in the third yet. It isn't fully established. It will be complete very soon. But this drop, looking to find some serious hurt, and as our Terran player is pretty behind. Charge is on the way. There is no upgrades for Pilly. We don't see a forge, but he's going into a gateway explosion with this. Love to see it. Warp Prism actually going down here. Dave yelling at Pilly. True. Love the DT opener. We don't see that as much these days, and it's one thing I gotta say I'm liking to see. Can Pilly save this? He really needs to be on top of this. Did he get a blink behind this? No. There was no way for him to get blink. He had to go into charge because he's going right into Robo. Blink will be a follow-up after, provided the game continues on. Third CC going down for a Terran player. He desperately needs that economy. Yeah. This is going to be a massive multi-prong from our Terran player. DT finding some work in the third base. Going to be annoying getting in our Terran player's head. Oh, look at this. Pilly is actually splitting up his army quite well. He forces the drop back. That's pretty funny. That's actually huge because it really messed with our Terran player's multi-prong attack. The Zunlaga Watchtower is taken. Probe is scouted just outside the end. And this army push is going to be scouted. Blink on the way. Disruptors. Oh, man. No upgrades again. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Okay, bear with me here, folks. I do have a little bit of lag. We are going to close out of some stuff. Dark Templar putting in the work a little bit, but it is going to go down. The missile turret, the AI derping out, so we do have the RNGesus not with us. Oh my god, this is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. This is 17 workers going down. This is not looking good for Epic. We could be seeing it pretty soon. GG is called. And Pilly Pilly takes game number 2. Oh my gosh, we have all the lag. Apologies, guys. I have to close out of some stuff here. Big Sag. It's just a DT drop, Mousy. Welcome, Mousy. Yep. I love it too. That was actually, if that was a 1-1-1, that would have been a lot trickier because usually you're going to have that Raven follow-up. But still, very good stuff. Invisible Men for the win. And we're just waiting for our next game. Game number 3. You missed the drop in the main. Pilly warped in a million zealots in Epic's main. Oh, well. That being said, that'll do it. Thank you, Legoland. Yeah, I've been missing some things lately, but trying to focus on some details. I think it was possibly because I was delayed by the lag. Not delayed by the lag, but it was kind of in the back of my mind. Hopefully it's coming out okay for you guys on your end. Hopefully I have taken care of that. Well, thank you, Mousy. I appreciate that. You're staying up. It's 2 a.m. and you're watching Dave. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you all. I'm amazed how you guys find it entertaining enough to stay here from all over the world in different times. Mousy, good unit. Good to see you, buddy. My German friends. Guys, we're waiting on Mr. Pilly to come in. Good, good. And let's bring up the bracket and take a look while we're waiting. It's like M Canning versus Futures going on. Binsky versus Annis. Obviously, our series, Pilly and Epic, and BioIce and Asuna on the upper bracket. Lower bracket ongoing. Pure Legacy 2-0'd Wrecker. Uko versus Reaper ongoing. Dolan 2-0'd Patty Mac. Patty Mac was playing on a laptop. Hey, welcome Kiwi Taco. What up, my dude? And so Pure Legacy advanced in the lower bracket. Otherwise, Uko versus Reaper. Jon Snow versus Riser on the lower side too. Did miss that. And guys, fun fact: Epic joined in 2016. I was just chatting it up with them while we wait for Pilly. Pilly was back in 2015 to 19. Where's Pure Legacy Blackbones? Unfortunately, I'm not following Pure Legacy 2-0'd Wrecker. So he's in the lower bracket. I'm still covering the qualifiers because this is ongoing. Miss Cavero's still awake too. Jeez. And we have our third game. DTs are... Once one of the streams like it's Saturday, it's already nighttime for you people. I see one viewer from Romania. Oh, you're in Romania. My apologies. Okay, we do have... I'm having some connection issues today. Anyway, spawning in the upper right-hand corner. The score is 1-1. Give it up for Psystorm Gaming's Epic. And his opponent in the bottom left. Representing Genesis Gaming, it is our blue Protoss. Ba-da-ba-da! Welcome, Black Bonza, Pure Legacy enthusiast. I've not had Pure Legacy in a tournament of mine in a long time, but he did play in some. He did play in a few before he took a break. All right, Pili Pili going out for the scout on the gateway again, not rushing it. See if we have more of the same. I have a feeling Epic might swap it up just a bit again. Pili Pili might be just opening the same. I'm curious to see. All right, Probe, gonna do a little bit of damage. Not taking really any hull damage at all. Nope. No hull damage done. Is going to hide in the upper left corner to try to be a little nuisance to the command center. Rather than going for a full confirmation. Alright. Continue to be annoying. Marine coming out, though, is going to be a bit of a problem for Pili again. Ooh, this time the SCV's not with it. Allowing the probe to get a little more information. Kind of scouting this out. Trying to see what's going down. He did get confirmation on the reactor. Behind this, Pili Pili is not yet getting into anything. Gonna fix the saturation on the gas. Let's see if it's a stalker or an adept for our Protoss player. Another stalker opener. Pili kind of opening the same way. It's the safe stalker. Curious to see what our Terran player does. He does have 1 kill as of now. That probe did fall. It is going to be a 1-1-1 potentially. We did see like a 3 racks follow up to the factory in the last game. So see what happens here. I have a feeling it's just going to be a standard 1-1-1 again. Epic probably going to rely on Widow Mines. Is this going to be a proxy starport? That's funny enough. It is going to be a proxy starport. Damn, this could be something. So we're probably going to see Hellions. This is going to be a Hellion drop. All right, Marine scouting out for an adept. Or any units pushing out to the front. No bunker this time. Okay, there we go. We have the Tech Lab follow-up on the barracks. There it is, the Hellions. Rallying over to the starport. We're going to see a Hellion drop. Pili Pili might be in a little bit of a trouble here. He doesn't have a lot of units because he's opening with a Dark Shrine again. We have another DT drop. Okay, this is scouted from the Stalker, though. That's pretty big. Pili may know what this is. He recalls the Stalker, but it barely lives. Barely it survives the fight. He is going for a pretty good setup in the wall. However, the Medivacs, this is going to be a pretty quick assault. Hey, thank you for the follow, Muka Shade. Hey, Chicken Man, what's up? Yo, Chicken Man, unfortunately did not get gifted a sub yet. Good to see you, buddy. And thank you for the follow, Muka Shade. Love to see you back in action. You know what, guys? DreamHack or not, can we get a little yeehaw for Chicken Man? An exclamation mark yeehaw. Oh my god, the Hellions are going to do a lot of damage. It was not scouted for Pili Pili. He's going to rely a lot on the shield battery, and the Dark Shrine being scouted is a little rough for our Protoss player. These probes are going to have to retreat to the shield battery on the low ground. Adept was a good choice, but Pili's going to lose so many workers. This could just be GG. He is getting lower and lower on workers as this goes down. He has to find damage. He was forced into an observer because he knows there's a potential for a Widow Mine drop. This is a full wall. So unfortunately, that which was helping behind us, the DTs, putting in the work. 5 workers going down. There is an E-base, so there's a missile turret on the low ground. DTs trying to get split up here. Tank is getting targeted. That is 1 tank down, 6 workers. Not a lot of Marines here just yet. They're going to go right after that War Prism. DT's going to get picked up. Beautiful micro from our Protoss player. Yeah, guys, make sure you follow Chicken Man. Yeah, we're missing you, Chicken Man. I'm missing you every week when we've been doing the weeklies. I'll be honest, it's nice to take a little break this week. Granted, we have DreamHack going on and stuff, but I am looking forward to more work with the man of chickens in the future, my buddy. Still really appreciate seeing you here. All right, these DTs are, funnily enough, potentially going to get a kill on the barracks. Billy just microing the hell out of these things. Raven on the way on the, well, the now relocated starport. He is going to possibly kill this tech lab or the bunker. Decisions have to be made. Look at this DT micro behind this, a robotics facility in charge for our Protoss player. He's not able to secure a third, but I don't think it matters. He's making up for the workers lost by putting in the work on the tech, on our Terran player. He's actually almost potentially going to get a kill on... Damn, Pilly is just doing the work. This is God's work right here. Barracks barely able to survive. He may lose 1 Rax. Terran losing production, scary. Raven or not, this is huge for Pilly. There's 2 potential structures going down. Raven coming out is going to help our Terran player, but there's just not a lot of units. He has to be cognizant of the siege tank. That is a bit of a problem. Marines are going to put a little work in, but the DT's going to do the work.
He's got himself a good old
Oh my God.
Coming right on in.
Look at this. Pilly coming back. Warp Prism hanging on by a thread, but I don't think it matters that much. He's going to be able to warp and charge a lot soon. He has Colossi behind this. This is a lot of DTs. There's no Shadow Strike. Like a Chad, he's going right on top of the siege tank. He knows this is the last unit. DT's in a lot of trouble, but there's no combat shields. There's no tech for our Terran. Pilly just gonna keep the aggression up with the DTs. The Invisible Men cleaning it up, forcing cancels. What a game. We do have a Viking follow-up, which is actually pretty good for our Psystorm Gaming Terran player. But Pilly really putting her in with these Invisible Men, forcing a full retreat from our Terran player. He's gonna go try to secure his 3rd base for a, well, not even his 3rd, really his 4th location, just to have more mining. So it's safe to say our Protoss player's not on even bases. Oh my God, he's gonna lose this Warp Prism though, 100%. Would like this, you know, he could actually go home and build Archons. I wouldn't have hated a recall. But he's gonna go chase this down. This game is looking very rough for Epic. He's down 2-1 in supply in total. And, well, that's just more workers. What a crazy game. Pilly is now securing a 3rd. It's safe to say he has the... he certainly has the upper hand, and he's even going to kill an orbital. We should see GG pretty shortly. Losing the orbital is huge. Epic thinks he's still in it, but he has a 17 army supply. My gosh, the style points. Pilly, like, you know what? You may have destroyed my economy earlier on, but we're going to make sure you have no production and then go after your economy. Crazy game. That was a very good micro. So, regardless of where you're at, Pilly actually making really good use of that Warp Prism DT micro. Love to see it. The Vikings is actually a pretty good call, but I don't really see our Terran player coming back. There's just too much Protoss. Literally almost double army supply lead. We do have better quality units, +1 ground weapons on the way for our Protoss player. Absolutely no stem, no combat shields. And I hate to say it, it's no disrespect to Epic, but I just don't think there's a chance. This is a qualifier, so I don't blame him for staying in this. He's gonna go for an all-in. He's going for boys pull, Vikings, tanks, whatever he's got. But there's just not enough tech. Pilly with DTs, Archons. Blink has completed for the Stalkers. He's got charge lots. He has a few sentries. This is just a scary Protoss army. Oh my God, the workers getting immediately cleaned up in this push. Gonna buy our Terran a little bit of time. But that Raven even gonna fall in a second. Yeah, this is it. The push is held and GG is called. Pilly takes game number 2. We do have a 3rd match. What a game. What a damn game. You know what? Damn, if I was able to do it in this time, I would certainly Gift Mr. Chicken Man a sub. I miss you, buddy. Fuck the ladder today. It sucks, Mr. Takua. Laddering and watching, I'm sure, all the streams knowing you. We have game number 3. Pilly with the dramatic pause again between the... Oh, he's coming right in. So, Epic's going to have to take 2 games to win this and come back in it. Hate to see this. Join us, Judgment. As Dave switches to Zerg. Join the Dark Shrine. Guys, I have to do it. I have to do it now.
You don't know the power of the Dark Shrine. Princeton University.
And that was just a bit of, honestly, a great timing out of Pilly. That was like the only, that was literally, I would say a build order counter, but so many Protoss players would have actually just died right there. Oh my god, I'm dropping frames. Yep, Protoss 2, Karen 1. Exactly. Exactly. I hope this stream is going all right. I'm definitely seeing some lag here. I close out of absolutely any Chrome's instances. And Pilly is up a map. We need a little computer TLC here. Yo, Mousy. Forwarding the gifted sub from, where's the NE key? Two Chicken Man, sorry. Anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, a Blackburn. Give it up for Psystorm Gaming's Epic. In the red. And his opponent in the bottom right, representing Genesis Gaming. Give it up for Billy. Our blue Protoss player. Gotta love it. Alright, this looks like a cheeky SCV. We are going to see a Proxy Reaper in the kind of slow field zone Reaper Cliff area of Mr. Epic. A little cheeky play for the start of game number 4. Tavo, what up? Yeah, Chicken Man using the best emote I got. The Pog Squirrel. And Princeton University. Welcome, Tavo. That was funny, Dave. Damn, I really hope you guys aren't losing this. Alright, we do have a 1-1-1 setup again, funnily enough, with the proxy setup. Let's see what Pilly does to react to this. He's going to probably be like, oh, no. Blackburn's a big map. But this is a pretty standard little mind game trick from our Terran player. Pilly just now going for Cybercore. Obviously going for the Cyber first opener. Smart move when you're getting proxy raxed. Okay, Billy's not going to bite the bullet and go too aggressive as a follow-up. He's going to take his Nexus. Great move. Don't hate it at all. Is going to drop a pylon in the front. So this is a standard setup. Kind of working against him for the Reaper setup, though. Granted, the slow field zone is pretty good. Reaper is about to complete. Bunker going down for our Terran player in, well, right on top of this. Honestly, I wouldn't hate to see a pro pull. Some people disagree. We're going to see a Stalker opener. Pilly canceling the Adept right away. I don't hate it. But he can just shut this down. The tough thing with this bunker is the fact... Ooh, battery does get dropped. Is the fact that it can shut down this battery. Battery is going to be targeted. Can the Stalker put some hurting on the SCV? He is going to get a little damage. Does have to be careful. The Stalker's going to buy time for the shield battery. He's probably going to have to take some hull damage, but you want to keep the Stalker alive and not take as much hull damage as possible. Second Stalker on the way. Widow Mine's behind this, and a high ground command center. Probe is going to scout that there is no low ground CC behind this. Okay, battery is up, but it is getting targeted. That is actually pretty smart play from our Terran player. Second Stalker, going to probably put the end of this soon, but you know what? That's actually a real rough. That battery is going to fall. Very nice micro from Mr. Epic. Ooh, he saved it. Look at this. Beautiful micro of the SCV. Second Reaper coming in. This is quite annoying to deal with for our Protoss player. My God. This is one Stalker versus 2 Reapers and no shield battery in the main. Pilly was not expecting this outcome. Very great control from Epic. Pilly is going to try to surround the Reapers, but he's going to lose 3 workers. Very rough with a Widowmine follow-up. This is going to be nasty. Oh my dear lord. The damage done. You played at best of 7 on a ladder in 1-4-0. Sorry, chat. Yeah, true. True chicken, man. All right. We are going to see that mine drop coming in a little after. This is a quite delayed CC if you think about it by the time the orbital comes, etc. Armory follow-up. Oh, this is spicy. This is going to be quite the nuisance for Pilly to deal with. He has just started his robotics facility. That armory is likely to finish, if not, like, immediately. Due to the slow field zones. No, it's going to finish somewhere in here. Armory's built pretty quick. Pilly just getting blink. This may just be it has potential for a GG. But I think it's going to linger on for a little while. Myself, unless he loses absolutely everything here. Okay, this is scouted. Pilly not reacting with the probes. I don't know why we're seeing this delayed reaction time here. Oh, 7 workers going down is huge for our Terran player. That being said, there's a mine in the natural. Pilly pulls at the last second, does save some, and he's going to see that he needs an observer. I think Pilly is actually paying attention to the fact he is cognizant of the timing, and that's huge. However, this other Widow Mine is going to be a bit of a problem. Pilly does have the observer out now. He is going to be able to start cleaning this up. Oh my God, the 10th worker going down behind this. So much lost mining time for our Protoss player. That cheeky little mine in the back is going to be a little bit of a nuisance. Pilly is going to put a little pressure on it and take it down ultimately. However, Epic is now ahead on workers. He's getting a Raven, Stem, and, well, yeah, it looks like he's the 3-1-1 follow-up. Pumping out the Marauders, the Marines. He's ahead in every foreseeable way. Pilly just stuck on Blink. This looks like Epic may be able to just secure this. He is very well ahead this game. Pilly is now going to have to hold a counter push some way. Can he do it with that many kills? In total, we had 15 workers down. Obviously a little bit more trades, but the economy's the bigger thing. It's going to prevent our Protoss player from teching. He just has Blink Stalkers and nothing else for the moment. All right. Behind this, Siege Tank and Stem on the way. Hey, how you doing, Uko? This is a tough one for me. So, fun fact, other than being a huge Pilly fan for a long time, and a good friend of mine, he actually used to be on Psystorm Gaming as well. I try to keep the team bias out of my casting, but, you know, just every so often it'll kick in. And this is a tough one, so either way, I love both these guys. I don't get to follow Epic as much, and I didn't know that he was in at the same time as Pilly. I had to ask him to confirm. We do have a RoboBay follow-up this. Pilly's going to try to put pressure, and this is a hard map to do it. He is going to potentially get 2 free Marines. That's kind of nice. Combat shields wasn't finished, but he has to be careful. Oh, he's taking some damage. Pilly does back up, so he lost shields on his first Stalker. Second one, about 60% is still available. But our Terran player is going to scout this, sees that Pilly is getting a very delayed third base. I do like the tech choices. Pilly not being extra greedy this game. which would be a certain end. So he does have a shot at Disruptors and a Dark Shrine. Talk about desperation, all things that start with the letter D. And good to see Uko as well in chat. Fantastic Zerg player. Increasingly more and more a fan as I watch you play. And just a hell of a nice guy. Oh, Medevac almost goes down. This is where Pilly really needs to be careful and trade. And he is starting to do it. Disruptor, does he land it? Does catch a bunch of the Marines, doesn't get the Marauder, but not too bad of a start to the engage. He has to be careful because Stims are gonna make this one dead Disruptor. I really don't, oh, that Dark Shrine isn't even gonna be helpful considering the fact that, oh, one Disruptor down is rough, and that one is potentially just dead. Yeah, that is a dead Disruptor. The third coming on the way. Any armor missile gonna be a bit of a problem. Battery overcharge kind of helping a little with the Guardian Shield potentially, but oh, this army is split apart. Our Terran player with the huge push, I think, has just came back, but does the Disruptor help? It only kills 2 Marines. What a crazy engagement. I think Epic just takes game number 4. Damn, that was certainly a spicy one. Very good stuff. So it is now match point, folks. We've gone the entire stretch on this series. Sadly, guys, I think we're going to kill the bot just in case, too. I think I needed a reboot before I streamed today. I think it was because I had Chicken Man's OnlyFans up. Wait, what? Did I say that out loud? Okay, I totally did say that out. What the hell is going on here? Please tell me this isn't the sneaky OBS issue creeping back up on us again. The double D did not provide the defense. All right, here we go. Who is going to win this series? A lot of channel points on the line. I know the prediction hasn't been up for a minute. Tavo's got eyes. Still rooting for Pillycat. This could go any way. Are we going to see a Terran victory to throw toss? Are we going to see which side throw? Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Psystorm Gaming. Sporting the red, it is our Terran player, Mr. Epic. Hopefully not watching Sal too much. And in the upper right, his opponent, representing Genesis Gaming. Give it up for Pilly Pilly. How you doing, this veteran gamer? All right, so, well, we're off to a cheeky start again. You know what? I think we might see Proxy Marauder potentially here. It could just be a Reaper, but yeah, that looks more like a Reaper here. But I wouldn't be surprised for the plot twist to Game 5. Is this going to be a quick one? Is this going to go on? Tavo, I do apologize for not catching you yesterday. I needed a break to go hang out with friends, hang out, and hit that ladder button. I honestly was looking forward to your matches, too. I'm glad to see you and doing well. E-Legacy, also a fan. Alrighty. This is a double gas opener, so it's going to be a 1-1-1 build more than likely. Certainly not looking like Proxy Marauder. It is going to be a core first from Pilly, and I don't hate it. He's got his gout confirmation. He knows what's up. Okay, SCV going to get in. It's going to be another Reaper. It's going to be another bunker. This time, Pilly doesn't have the low ground pylon just yet. This SCV could hide, so Pilly might not know what's up. Pilly not a fan of adept openers. Yeah, again, I know it sounds crazy. It's a little daring, but pulling a few boys. This time, though, the Reaper's a little quicker. So I don't hate that he's not. He did get a read on it. Is going to go down, try to get the battery. This time he's going to put it a little further back. If he can get there in time. Oh, that Reaper's out. He's not going to react in time. Pilly does drop two batteries. So that certainly will hold, I guess, but at what cost? That's an expensive commitment from our Protoss player. Reaper does take some damage. Is going to be able to retreat back to the bunker in time to get some healing. And guess what? These batteries are going to be actually pretty good for Mr. Pilly. Actually, he could cancel a battery. Truth be told, canceled battery would not be bad. Being right, the fact that it's near a Nexus is quite good for Mr. Pilly. That's two Reapers. Again, with the Widowmine follow-up, we're going to start seeing... Oh, look at this. He's going to retreat the barracks. It is just a 1-1-1 follow-up as before. Pilly going to try to get some damage in. Second Stalker about to pop. He's going right for a Robo Opener. Do love this reaction from Pilly. Again, he could have canceled one of the batteries. Wait, why is... Oh, yeah, he's blocking the gas on his Nat, so... Pilly being a little smarter with that. Does force the Reapers in retreat as well. For a little bit. Pilly is posturing with a patrol path for his Stalker. Not a bad idea. We're going to see the medevac come out in just a little bit from Epic. He does have the gas for it and the supply. Yep, there we go. So the Widowmine drop incoming. Second barracks on the way. As the other one makes its slow return home. Flying around with those jets. Okay, the Reapers are held back. The shield battery is still in position. It does kind of mess with the mining a little bit. But ultimately, Pilly did kill the right one. Considering that he wouldn't be able to mine gas at all. That being said, we aren't going to see a third CC going down just yet. Or third CC, third Nexus, or third CC. Misspeaking here. Sal throw, phew, I'm clean. Chicken Man's like, alright, I got time to get MMR when I'm back to stream mode. We got faith in you, Chicken Man. Actually, I've been covering a lot of Sal lately, and it's been quite fun. As much as we meme against Uppetry, he is a great dude. Gotta love that dude. Oh, Widowmine dropped so far defended quite well. Pilly's on top of this. But right behind us, the two Reapers. Gonna get some work in. One does fall. Actually, truth be told, for two workers going down, considering what Pilly's holding, that is not bad at all for our Protoss player. He is a little behind in his tech, though. He's gonna get his double gas. Drop in the Robo Bay. Don't hate it. Drop still there, but the Observer's right on it. Pilly in a pretty good position. Doesn't have Twilight this game. He's going straight into Robo, hoping to get those Colossi out in time. Stim is going down. Oh my god, look at this. We have a Raven and missile turrets. Epic, in fear of the Invisible Men, is going to get every form of detection possible. Even leaving just a little bit of energy, not over-muling for scans. He does not want to die to Dark Templar again. Very funny stuff. Gotta love it. That is totally a reaction to previous games. Oh yeah, you guys knew I was joking around. That was well met in our getting smurfed on 4v4s Tavo yesterday. With my gang of scrubs. I'm only teasing. It's just, you know how it is. It's the ladder. That was fun. I figured I'd get a laugh out of you guys. Anyway, Pilly going for that like 6-minute Nexus. From the double gas natural opener for a robotics bay opener. And he does have a forge with this. Meanwhile, our Terran player is just completing stim. He obviously, okay, he's getting stim and combat shields just shortly thereafter. So at least Epic did not forget it. And looks like he's going to secure a third CC on the high ground at a pretty good time, truthfully. Pilly is researching +1 ground weapons. We do have infantry weapons +1, approaching 75% completion. And yeah, Marine going out to get a little information, maybe poke at some probes. Will it immediately go down to these stalkers? My guess is yes. Let's see who has the A moves, as Mr. Green would say. Oh, actually, it's scouted by the observer. No, it just misses the observer. Wait. Okay, Pilly just saw a shadow of a Marine in his mini-map and is going to scoot back with the stalkers. He wants to prevent any information, but you know what? The Colossi is going to be scouted. And with that said, the Marine is going to lose his life. His life just flashed before his eyes. Big true to chat. This veteran gamer saying he's certainly is funny with Hearthstone in the co-op. It is pretty funny stuff. All right. Billy not really getting the most information. He actually has a good amount of observers, and I do believe he scouted this push. He does not have this third base in too great of a position. Charge not being done is going to be rough, and it's only... Well, there's 2 shield batteries here. The issue is, again, what cost him a game before was a Widow Mine drop as the Terran pushed on the third. Does Pilly jump on top of this? Our Terran player, Epic, does have to be a bit careful. Pilly, I believe, has some stalkers lined up in the back of the Nat. The scan on the third is going to reveal some of this. Extended Thermal Lance is finished, so that is going to help, but no charge is going to be rough. Pilly is split apart from his army. That battery is going down. Battery overcharge may not help this. Oh, able to retreat. Pilly is in a good spot for a moment. It's actually a tough spot in a way. Ooh, he cleans up the Widow Mine drop after he gets 10 workers. Ooh, very rough for Pilly. Our Terra does have a third base behind his charge. Is a long ways off. These Zealots are just going to be meat shields, but you know what? Those 2 interference matrices may just clean this up. Epic may be taking the qualifiers. Pilly trying desperately to keep the extended Thermal Lance Colossi alive. It does break the interference matrix, but that is so much Terran. They're 3 siege tanks. We have Vikings coming in, and GGG is called. Epic is going to take it in advance for Psystorm Gaming. Very well played by both players, but what a damn move. Not funny, Dave? What do you mean, Judgment? Damn, good series. Well, we got it there, folks. Any of the mods want to clear the prediction? That would be very appreciated. What is going on here today with OBS? Looks like scores are in. M. Canning, 3-2 future. Let's take a look at the bracket. Yeah, I'm gonna let this catch up so I don't interfere with you guys' end. Damn, I'm dropping a lot of frames today. This is not good. Yeah, Epic was in a fantastic spot. You guys gotta remember when you're casting these, I can't just make it sound as one-sided as it looks sometimes. It could have gone either way, but unfortunately, charge is not. All right, so with that said, we have scores reported. We know the outcome here, obviously. On the upper bracket, we have M. Cannon versus Binsky. It's going to be Epic versus BioIce Rasuna. We have Pilly versus Dolan on the lower bracket. How you doing, Duck Cuddler? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah. I'll see what we got going on next, guys. We got an epic comeback, pun intended, on a best of 5 series. Absolutely. We still have a lower bracket side too, by the way. Yeah, nice to meet you. If you're new to this stream, please smash that follow button. Anybody here. And thank you again, Mousy, for gifting a sub to Chicken Man. Hey, thank you for the follow, Duck Cuddler. Sometimes M Cannon graces his presence in the qualifier. True. And yeah, we did see him. We are going to see Pure Legacy versus Future, TBT. I would have continued on, but Rotterdam and Beowulf are doing there. Are doing the Pilly lower bracket side. This is going to be a good one. All right, here we are, folks, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. Representing NFS. I forgot what the heck that is. This is Pure Legacy, sporting the blue. And his opponent in the upper right, representing Alpha X. Give it up for Future, our Red Terran. Got ourselves a little TVT. Should be a spicy one. I forgot the score, so bear with me if I'm incorrect. And actually, guys, just a moment. I'm going to message Iceguard to make sure. So I will hear back and update it accordingly. Okay, we are going to see our first refinery going down for our Terran players. And yeah, it is 0-0. Very good stuff. Got a little TVT this time. Alrighty. Double gas for our blue Terran player. So, you know, pretty standard, safe or aggressive opener, depending on how you look at it in TVT. Future is going for a scout. It looks like he is potentially not going to just immediately take his gas and go for a low ground CC. Yep, it's going to be a Reaper expand for our red Terran player. So we're going to see an aggressive 1-1-1 opener from Pure Legacy, most likely. But nothing out of the norm. Standard TVT play. A little greedier opener from our red Terran player. Okay, both players going to establish their walls. A little more of a choked wall from Future. He's got to be a little more defensive from Hellions. Pure Legacy has kind of revealed where he's going to Future, so can react a bit. Is going to send his Reaper out. That's kind of a daring move when you only have one Reaper out. There is going to be one Marine only. I think he just wants to get information. It's going to be a 2 Reaper. It's going to be Reapers and Hellions, I have a feeling, for a bit. Depending on, let's see where Pure Legacy goes. If he drops that reactor, is he going to go for that Reaper Hellion, Reaper Hellion, Reaper Hellion build? for a while, or is he going to transition to a Cyclone, etc.? And honestly, it's been a minute since I have caught Pure Legacy. He has been on a bit of a break, so I'm not 100% where this is going. Does Future get a read? He does. See, well, there is a reactor going down, and he did scout the single Hellion. Not really a complete information, but he knows what he needs to hold against. Bunker going down on the low ground. And, yeah, we do have some Marines out for Future. He did lose his Reaper, but he gained some good information. Hellion on the way. Not too shabby to start this off. But realistically, there's already a Hellion out. Bunker's going to hold for a minute. Reaper's going to go up the cliff, but guess what? They're going to be chased back by 2 Marines and a Hellion. Good stuff for our red Alpha X Terran player. Ooh, I like this out of Future. He's going to go take the Zelnaga Watchtower in the west. Not too shabby. That being said, we do have a Tech Lab follow-up. As per usual, Pure Legacy is going to have a tank. Or, no, sorry, I misread that. Somebody started a Cyclone that canceled and made a tank. That was Mr. Future. Ooh, Future losing 3 workers and counting. He doesn't have anything to chase this down. These are just unstim Marines. He's losing 4 and counting workers, and a 5th is going to go down. But the Reaper is finally going to be cleaned up. They're both, funnily enough, on about even workers because of how Pure Legacy opened with the delayed CC. Okay, he's going to attempt a Raven. Ooh, Future does have a little bit of information on this. But he was not able to take the Zelnaga Watchtower from the chase of the other Hellion. The other Hellion going around it. Look at this. Ooh, the tank is revealed. But this Doom Drop is not. He's going to fly right in. There's going to be a Raven, which could be pretty good in this push. We need to see a boys pull, but they've been softened up by the Reaper before. Future being a little careful with his Raven does take a little bit of hull damage, but not too bad. Yeah, he is going to hold for the moment, but has to keep his eyes and ears available for this drop. That is a little damage medevac, however. Marines and tanks chasing it down. The 2 Vikings is going to clean this up potentially if Pure Legacy doesn't just bolt on out of there. Behind this, we do, interestingly enough, is he using a Scouter barracks? Is Pure Legacy going to switch into mech? Well, we do see a second factory going down. Very crazy stuff. He's got double gas saturation, dropping an eBay behind this. Well, Future is waiting for these 2 Vikings to pop. He is in a great position. The Vikings are out. The afterburners kicked in. Pure Legacy is trapped for the moment. He may just reveal what he's going, though, with this barracks. That is a beautiful cleanup. So, that being said, with the factories being built and the flying barracks, that's certainly going to reveal what Pure Legacy is doing quite a bit. Okay, he's just now starting to get Vikings out of his own, but he is going to be a little behind on the air superiority. That being said, is this just a kill on the supply depot? No cancel. That's a full kill of an SCV and a supply depot. It's going to be a tank-heavy army from Pure Legacy. The back tank is interference matrix, not the play. And Future does lose his Raven. Very tough stuff. He is going to take this for a second, but the tank's interference matrix runs out. Ooh, he's going to lose all the tanks. One may just live. Okay, there's Vikings coming to reinforce. Good stuff for Mr. Future. Welcome, Shuey. How you doing? And I only play Hanzo 6969. You got $5 on Pure Legacy Moneyline. Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, please smash that follow button. Oh my god, tanks getting absolutely destroyed. A nice little counter push and some funny trades in this game. Man, Future is putting the hurting on Pure Legacy in counter with a 3rd CC of his own going down. Thank you for the follow. I only play Hanzo 6969. Let me just say your name is nice. Vikings putting in the work. Actually getting a little damage on the CC. And thank you, Black Bones. Good stuff. Pure Legacy putting up a fight. This game is definitely not over, but the air superiority is a bit of a problem for our blue Terran player. Vikings immediately going to go down. Pure Legacy has left the game. We don't see a GG in game number 1. Got to buy some Crown Roost so you can sleep. And our Alpha X player takes it. The only thing I'd bet on Pure Legacy winning is the bigger douche contest. I mean, shall we say... God damn, I'm dropping frames. I'm getting that OBS glitch. Politely trying not to say that. I will say we won't be seeing him at any Chicken Man Test opens. Apologies to you, Pure Legacy fans. Sometimes things happen, and you just can't let the when people break the rules, you can't really have them going when it's more than one time. All right, and here we are, moving on to game number 2 on Berlingrad. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, representing NFS, it is our blue Terran player, Pure Legacy. And his opponent in the lower right, representing Alpha X, it is Future. All right. We got ourselves a game going, gamers. All right, here we go. Just the start of a regular old TVT so far. Who's going to be more aggressive? Who's going to go greedy? That was a little bit of a nail-biter for a moment. But definitely a good game. Should be following up here. All right, Pure Legacy is going for low ground CC pretty quick, it looks like. No. Nope. He's just going to scout. Scouting for a proxy racks from Future. And yeah, it's a double gas opener from Future and Pure Legacy this time. Duking out a little more traditional TVT fashion. In a more traditional TVT fashion. Well, I will say this, Pure Legacy didn't rage quit as much as Hupsea so far, but shout out again to Hupsea, who did actually pretty well, and all things considered, was a little less salty than normal. He went in full Super Saiyan mode, truth be told, the other day, but it was a funny series. That was a very good series in the Open Qualifiers number 1, I believe. And now we're on to the tail end of the closed. Base Shuey, base Chicken Man, base Judgment, base Black Bones, based everybody. And we got those predictions in. Any mods want to help out with predictions? Judgment is going to be gone. That'd be greatly appreciated. If anybody happens to be around, Sibba John, anybody? I know it's awfully late for my EU friends. Reaper's putting in some work over here. And yeah. With me on the same series is Zombie Grub, by the way, if you want to see somebody that's a little better at casting. Especially in this matchup. Oh, we gamming. Future double tag teaming the SCV. But Pure Legacy definitely delayed the CC for a little bit. It's not too bad, though. Future is going to go counter assault because he did take out the Reaper. Don't hate it. But we are going to see a Hellion join the fight, so this could be a little bit tricky of a fight for our Terran player. For a red Terran player, I should say. Actually, is it though? Beautiful split off. I like that. Beautiful decision for a minute. And thank you for the follow, Beeb Slayer. Future does save his units and is going to get a delay of his own potentially. Oh, yes, he is. Pure Legacy, in the meantime, going to send his Hellion over. He took a little bit better of a fight, to say the least. But is Pure Legacy going to get a denial? Looks like he is. He's going to lose a couple workers on the Red Terran side. Not really. Yeah, it's not really that delayed. The Marines could potentially chase this Hellion down, but it's just too agile and difficult to deal with. Actually, that last SCV live survives, but behind this, 2 workers did go down and more to follow. It's 2 Reapers and a Hellion versus 4 Marines and a Cyclone. I'm not any mathematician, guys, but that just doesn't seem to work out. 3 SCVs going down on the other side pretty good. We're looking at pretty close up, but again, another drop attempted from Pure Legacy. Is this going to be scouted by Future? Yeah, well, it certainly is. Pure Legacy is going to reveal his little drop and chase the units. He's like, you know what, these guys can do some good damage behind this, potentially. It is going to be a double Cyclone opener for Pure Legacy. Oh, no, actually, he's going into a tank. That was Future Cyclone finishing. And, yeah, a little bit of an engagement going on here. Tank on the low ground for a Future. And that medevac is going to take some damage. Beautiful afterburner and nice medevac micro from our red Terran player. And you know something? This CC is going to take some work. Oof. Funnily enough, the siege tank gets cleaned up. The Marines are going to start to. But you know what? The Cyclone goes down. This is looking very good for Future. He's going to push out with the Cyclone and a small contingent of 4 Marines. We do see Vikings coming out from Pure Legacy. There's a Raven opener, of course, from our red Terran player, who does have high ground for a moment, but is going to have to potentially retreat here. That tank's taking hull damage. And does he save it? Just in time. Oh, buddy. Just in time. The siege tank is saved at the last second. There is no vision for the other tank, however. Cyclone going to try to put in some work and provide some vision for the other tank, but they're both out of range. Cyclone does not retain that lock-on. Yeah, Future in a very good position. Big True Miss Shoe. How you doing, Beep Slayer? Welcome, welcome. We do have a low ground 3rd CC at the Nat for Future. He is quite ahead at the moment. Pure Legacy also finishing his 3rd CC and going to go into mech again. Or actually, he's just going for tanks. Raven is going to get a few kills from the auto turret from Mr. Future, but he is going to lose this Raven to Vikings. Not really the best trades, but you know what? Putting pressure on when you're a little ahead is always good. Does he save it? Doesn't seem like it's a possibility here, but Future is going to posture out and send his army. Actually, that's not a bad move from Pure Legacy right there. He doesn't want to overextend and potentially lose the Vikings in more units, considering the trades in the fight. Certainly more in favor of Future previously. That being said, Future also getting his orbital command center ahead of Pure Legacy. It looks like. Did he finish it? Nope. Pure Legacy had his done just for getting from the little subtleties here. Future's going to have stim done before this. I do like this from our Alpha X Terran player. Medevac going to beeline aside. That's actually a smart move, but guess what? Future doesn't know that it's an empty medevac, and he doesn't see it, so it's going to accomplish absolutely nothing. Oh, Future taking a beautiful engagement. I think this is the end, and he is taking game number 2. Very, very good stuff. Only action worth watching is Pure Legacy games. I think even Terran players, Shui, can you attest to me? I'm a Protoss main, and I'm working on Zerg now. There's going to be Terran time too when I'm full around rando. But I think, honestly, I get just as many Terran players watching my stream when I'm laddering, funnily enough, as Protoss players. Wait, what the hell? Its score's not updating, and... Guys, you're gonna for some. Oh, here we go. Anyway, can Pure Legacy come back and reverse clean sweep this? Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, a Blackburn LE. Give it up for NFS's Pure Legacy. And his opponent in the bottom right from Alpha X, it is Future. So, guys, when I'm mentioning that, the big reason why a lot of people come here is we have a $200 weekly Chicken Man and I put on, and other tournaments outside of ESL EPT Cups. We are huge supporters of StarCraft over here. And I think that's really the only reason people watch my stream, other than a malding middle-aged man attempting to play the game and be very bad at it. Alright, so we do have a little scout after the gas from Pure Legacy. This could be a proxy. This very well could be a proxy. He's just more looking for a proxy this time. Looks like he is going to go for a low ground CC potentially this game. Scouting for a proxy Reaper. Future just opening with the a safe 1-1-1 opener. Curious to see what's going to come out of Pure Legacy this game. I mean, it is possible for Pure Legacy to come back, but he's got a lot against him with a 2-0 disadvantage. But we've certainly seen Game 5s come back out of this. All the time, in fact. To quote White Raw, more GG, more skill. I am smoking cigarettes. Though I've been known to party, know what I'm saying? They are really shitty, cheap res cigarettes from upstate New York where I'm at. Anyway, we do have a factory going down for Pure Legacy. It is going to be denied, it looks like. For a moment, forcing a retreat of his Reaper. Does the second SCB get killed? Oh, it does. Forcing a supply block for a moment longer after, potentially. It doesn't matter because there's no production happening for a minute. Oh my god, Pure Legacy narrowly winning that Reaper fight. Beautiful micro. Absolutely beautiful micro. Tech Lab going down on the factory. We do have the starport just coming up for Future. Future's going to send in another Reaper. Oh my god, does he take the fight head on? He can just win this flat out. Beautiful micro from Future in return. Does he get a surround from the SCVs? Nope. He's going right after that Reaper. Hoping for some pathing. Hoping for it to come back. And hoping just to take it out. One more hit and that is dead. A denial on the starport. And the Reaper goes down. Future with some very good trades. 2 Hellions? That looks like a pretty dead Reaper. But let's see what goes on. 2 more. Well, yeah, it's another worker falling for Pure Legacy. Does have his low ground ahead of time, though. We're going to see a little bit of the kind of even Stevens play out. Actually, Future is ahead on workers. Even just now getting his natural down. He does secure a worker lead. Funnily enough, he's going into a Liberator with his Cyclone. And he's going to push across the map with the Cyclone. Okay, is he going to go with everything? Or is he going to defensively stay back with the Marines? No, but he's just going out defensively. Cyclone looking for any vision. Delayed starport from Pure Legacy. Oh, I like this, though. We got a Hellion drop with a tank follow-up. That's actually not a bad move from Pure Legacy. He could potentially come in and get a lot of damage. But that being said, Future does have the drop scout and it has a few units down here. Just 3 Marines. But it's better than nothing. 1 scout in the front. He's just trying to secure his army. Though he does have a few more units. The Liberator is going to, funnily enough, scout this. And the drop's going to scout the Liberator. Who came first? The Liberator or the egg? I don't know. That's a question for Chicken Man. I cannot answer that one. There's nothing in defense. Oh, tank is going to try to siege up. Gets in just in time. Is going to get a volley. The Cyclone and the tanks put some damage on Pure Legacy's Hellions. Funnily enough, one of the Marines died for Future. His name was Jim. Oh my god, this Cyclone is going to put in the work and clean up for, oh my god, GG is called. And Future takes a decisive 3-0. Infernals. Hey, thank you, Duck Cuddler, for that. I have not actually caught that in a minute. Guess what, guys? Pure Legacy, unfortunately, for those of you on Copium, was 3-0'd. I personally thought it's not within the realm of possibility either way. I'm going to see if we have any remaining series. We have 1-1 is the score of Dolan versus Philip. Terran Cheeser Extraordinaire versus Mr. Blinkstalker. And we have a little bit of a lobby glitch, so bear with me here. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I know it's a tough time. I do appreciate any turnout considering how many people are streaming. And we do have a fantastic lineup of casters. We have Rotterdam, we have Zombie Grub, we have Talk TV doing another language cast, Steadfast, Horus as well, Cranky Ducklings, myself, Beowulf, and Renegade. We have quite the lineup of casters. All right, we now have our players in. And guys, faster than most TVT single games. I mean, it depends. You can get that. It's TVT. Future doing a good job as always, Tavo. Big true. Very good player. And guys, this is another best of 5. The lower bracket side of the qualifiers. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Berlingrad, representing Super, Team Super, it is Dolan. And his opponent in the upper left. Give it up for our blue Protoss player from Genesis Gaming. It is Pilly Pilly. So far, we're even. And Mr. Dolan gonna go scout around Z-map. Is he? No, that's an early SCV. We know what this is. Who am I kidding? Oh wait, 2. Is he going for Proxy Marauder? He is certainly opening with Proxy Racks. Okay, 1 barracks going here. No gas. Is this gonna be 3 racks? Dolan with the cheeky plays, surprising us all. Looking like he's going 3 racks. He's going to go for a 3 racks boys pulp, potentially. And, damn. With these two, though Up a Tree would call this illegal Terran play, and many of us, you know. I just have to mention my buddy Sal there. Because, yeah, this is it's a little greasy. But Dolan even actually going for a different cheese than he usually does. I almost guarantee you this is going to be the boys pull variety. I wouldn't be surprised anyway. Knowing Dolan. And that could be quite annoying to deal with. Pilly Pilly getting his Nexus does have... Ooh, he does Nexus first against this, funnily enough. This is going to be pretty wild stuff. 3rd rack's going down. Yeah, there's no gas here. There is no gas. And the probe, rather, is going to get absolutely decimated. Does survive for a moment from the Marine chasing him down. But is it just going to follow across? Considering it's 3 racks, I think that Marine might just push over, regroup with his comrades in the west, and try to put on some pressure. Pilly obviously has no idea what this is yet, but you know what? He might get a little bit of a confirmation. If he can get this probe in, he's going to try to sneak it. Oh my god! Does Pilly see this? Oh my god, does the probe make it in? That's actually huge. Oh no, Pilly, send the probe in. He's going to see this. Pilly is gotta be pissing his pants right now. Cancels the Nexus. It's only gonna have a Stalker. Tries getting his shield battery up. Everything is pushing across the map. This is an all-in from Dolan, and this is a tough play to hold. Pilly has to be careful. He's getting his Stalker surrounded. Not like this. He's going to try to fight from the back. Attempting to get another Stalker. That's 5 shield batteries going down. Billy has to buy time. He needs the batteries. Stalker in the back, actually not too bad. He is going to lose it, but he's buying himself time, buying himself more units potentially, but there's no mining going on for Pilly. The shield battery in is actually pretty good. Worker's going to fight some outside of range of the batteries, but it is going to help the fight so much. 4 workers going down for Pilly so far, and only a token Stalker to hold this. Stalker needs to be around for the Marines. But again, these are unstemmed Marines, so as long as the count doesn't grow too bad, which it's starting to get there, Pilly just needs to buy time and just back up the hell up. Battery overcharge is going to be deactivated. Stalker's going to get another surround. However, the worker count in favor of Pilly. I think he just cleans this up and takes this. There's a lot of bio, but a second Stalker out and Warp Gate finishing is going to buy Pilly time. He doesn't want to overextend, though. This is a nail biter. Dolan down to 9 workers, 2 mining back home. Does not have a... oh, no, he does have an orbital. That does make things a little bit dicier, potentially. But a lot of this is getting cleaned up. Pilly in a great spot. Micro one around the 2 units he has is going to have a 3rd Stalker and just save this. But 17 workers going on. Now we're even on workers. This game is a nail biter, but now I think it's just cleaned up. Pilly holds very well held. Nice scouting. That's a GG. Pilly, too good at the early game defense, as we've seen. He played really well against Reaper. Reaper also doing a fantastic job with the cheese. And let me tell you something, in the current state of the game, we've seen other players just get absolutely folded in previous games tonight. And said matchup of PvZ, especially with players like Reaper, who are certainly proxy hatch extraordinaires. So we're going to have a game number 4 coming right up. I'd also like to let you guys know at 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing a best of 7 with Mr. Slipchip and Acheron. I don't believe I'm going to be streaming with the delay the whole time, but I will be doing a stream after this. Don't know where we're at on this. Oh, I got to catch my lobby. Fuck, I missed the lobby. Okay, we didn't miss the lobby, thank God. Moving on to game number 4. All right, here we are, and the score is now a little changed. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner, representing Team Super, it is Dolan. And his opponent in the lower left, our blue Protoss, Pilly. Let's see what Dolan's got for us. Our Terran Cheeser. Probe Scout exists. Yeah, that probe literally saved the game. That is a build, and even if you scout it, that's a tough one to fight. That was very well held by Pilly. And honestly, Dolan, the man of fast armories and 1-1-1 builds and proxy factory or starport builds, or both. That was a very nice catch for Pilly. Very unfortunate for Dolan in the last game. That's like that dice roll. Like any cheese. With Proxy Rex, especially, a scout is huge, but the Proxy Rex boys pool, that is all in can get. All right, we're going to have a little razzmatazz of the probe going in. Pilly going to go Nexus first again. And you know what's more amazing is that was a Nexus first in a previous game. Okay, it's going to be a second gas follow-up. No core. Very funny from Pilly. Is he going to go for the Zealot? Pilly is potentially going to go for... No, he's not. What is this? There is no core yet. This is kind of a funny opener. No Zealot, no core. Gonna buy time. He's not anticipating a Reaper is why. But it could be 2 Reapers as a response to this as our Terran Scouts. Which would not be good for Mr. Pilly. Okay, it is just gonna be a double Marine opener. Everything is proceeding as Pilly has foreseen. Alright, that's quite a bit of harassment. Does force a little bit of a delay on the command center. Nothing too crazy here. Marines going to push in and get some damage on the probe. Bunker going down for our Terran player. Okay, Pilly has 2 idle workers. Okay, no, he's just waiting. Securing another gate. Actually, he's just going for his Twilight. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. He's going right into the Twilight, actually. This could be Dark Templar. I doubt it against Dolan, but Dolan actually playing pretty standard. He's going to go into 3 racks, it looks like. So this is going to be a standard 3 racks opener. Pilly went Dark Templar this game, and it looks like it, folks. We do have the Robo follow-up after a quick Twilight. This is 100% DTs. Talk about a build order counter, potentially. 3 rack strikes pretty early. Oh, buddy. Giddy heckin' up, chat. We got invisible men on the way. This is a matter of who came first, the chicken or the egg, and who has a scan available. But this could be very rough for Dolan. If Pilly wins this, he advances on the lower bracket. Dolan is going to have to find some damage, but I'll be honest. It's going to go either way. Pilly with a wall off, anticipating a 1-1-1 because it's Dolan. Dolan changed it up, going for a standard play. Going for that stim and combat shields timing to go try to deny a third or just put pressure in and win. The disadvantage to opening Dark Shrine, as much as there's the probe of no detection for our Terran by the time it strikes, outside of a scan or 2, potentially is, well, the downside being you don't have many units when you build Invisible Men. They're quite expensive this early. It is going to be scanned. Pilly not even hiding the shrine. Dolan and using one of his scans. He's going to save up another for the bank. He has all of his units, so he's not going to pressure out. So the reaction is he's going to try to play safe, defensive, and not be too aggressive yet. So Pilly's really relying on damage for this. He did see that he was scanned, obviously, and stim and combat shields finishing during this push is going to be rough. That's another pro of 3x, though. At the same time, having that fast stim and combat shields could be pretty nice. And usually, okay, the NG Bay follow-up, also very standard because you're going for your fast +1 part of the timing. Pretty good. Oh, no, DTs are going to jump in before stim and combat shields finish, but it's going to go right in here. This is where it gets tougher for our Protoss player. 3 workers going down. Beautiful DT micro. That's one thing Pilly always likes to show is his DT micro, but at the same time, he has to be careful not to play with fire. However, there's another scan available, and guess what? He's going to potentially lose the DT or maybe the Prism. Okay, losing the DT over the Prism, certainly good. Pilly putting the pressure on, going into a robotics bay. Would have rather seen charge, kind of, but you know what? When you're against quick stem and combat shields, it's a little rough. He's going to keep being annoying, keep the pressure on, but guess what? There's 2 missile turrets. Pilly has to be careful not to lose these Dark Templars. Okay, he's getting some kills because these are a little stemmed Marines. Oh, loses the other one. Doesn't want to lose the War Prism again. That is pretty crucial. Can he go in and get some more damage? There's a few Marines down there. This DT's really looking pretty dead. Pilly getting some damage on forcing lost mining time for Terran. He has traded pretty well. Totally worth it thus far. Okay, we are going to have a charge follow-up. Pilly now going for a 3rd base. So we're 2 base to 2 base. +1 infantry weapons coming down for our Terran player. Pilly's still doing work with the DT, killing more workers. Getting some chisels on the combat shield Marines. We are going to see a reactor going down. The medevac's coming out now. Now things are starting to get in a better spot for Dolan. Pilly stiffly supply blocked. And guess what? Behind this, there's a huge push attempted to go out for Pilly, or for Dolan. Pilly does have some immortals. Charge is a long ways away. Extended thermal lance. a long shot away as well. He's gonna have to keep trying to get pressure, keep the pressure up while pushing. And Dolan might catch this War Prism while Pilly's not paying attention. Pilly has an idea this push is coming. He's gonna make Archons, but it's gonna be a little too late. Will the Thermal Lance, well, sorry, not the Thermal Lance is not gonna be done. Charge may finish, and this Colossi is gonna be pretty good for this push with the shield batteries. 3 shield batteries, quite a good move. Honestly, I really like the decision that Pilly didn't take a third base behind this. He knows what's up. He certainly knows 100% that Dolan does not have it. He's going to go for a charge lot warp and potentially a lot of the army on the other side of the map for our Terran player. Okay. Gets in just in time, denies the Warp Prism from landing. Pilly going to secure a third base behind this. He has the army. The numbers are looking not too bad. Our Terran player getting ahead. But Pilly's going to have extended Thermal Lance. Going for Blink Dude. Don't like that there's no Forge. Would like to see a Forge going down now. It's getting later and later. And these Terran upgrades do have a cascading effect if they get in the advantage. For a while, it doesn't matter, but oof. I think the Warp Prism pressure stopped for the moment. We're certainly going to see attempts at charge lot warp-ins. Yeah, it's literally the situational. DTs are either going to do a better job at defending against the 3 racks, but not always so much in attacking unless they can't just be a build order win if there's no reaction with missile turrets, etc. Dolan did quite well in defense. Oh, I love the hallucination. Pilly's going to get a read that there's a low ground CC for Dolan. Quite delayed. Well, not really, actually. He managed to get it at a good time. Zealot going to run by. Warp Prism still out. And you know what? This one Zealot's going to be scouted. This whole army then push is going to be scouted. This looks like it's going to be a drop. Oh, actually, is it though? Okay, Dolan scanning. Try to get some information. I think Pilly may just see that. It's just in range of that one gateway. So he knows he's scanned, and that means he's potentially going to be dropped. Beautiful Blink Stalker position. Blink is going to finish by the time the drop comes in, no matter how close this is. Scouter Pylon going to be dropped. Does he get it canceled? Okay, Pilly cancels it. Probe does see this. And guess what? He's already in position with these Stalkers, and Blink has finished. Disruptors on the way. Pilly can potentially just clean this up. Oh, Dolan reacting pretty smart and not just taking the bait and going into it. There's Widow Mines with this now. And he is going to have +1 infantry army. This is the point where Pilly, still with no Forge, he has to take this fight from how he's planned it out. And he has a very massive army. But Widow Mines could clean up a lot of the units. Well, particularly the Zealots. Do not. Alright. An extra stem is going to drain out some of the energy of the Medivacs. This is like a pure Stalker army. Well, not pure. We've got 3 Colossi, but not all the Zealots are down. Does the Disruptor land? No, it's cleaned up. Pilly cleaning up these Medivacs. That is a naked Terran army without protection, and the charge lot run by goes in. GG is called, and Pilly is victorious. Very good stuff. Yeah, it came before the dinosaurs, and the chicken came after the dinosaurs, so eggs came before chickens. And I don't know if that's all we got for this. I'm going to take a brief break between ladder session and Acheron Slipjip after this. Feeling a little goofy goof. Need to use the bathroom and all that jazz, so we'll probably raid off to somebody. I'll be starting stream up in a little while after for some ladderino. And we have a best of 7 of Acheron and Slipjip. Guys, I might drop the delay after. Guys, give me just a minute. Parent tears being shed. Hey, welcome, Weber. So, guys, again, we're approaching the end of this. Yeah, let's take a look at the bracket. We have Epic going on. Oh no, Pilly advanced on the lower bracket. Uko Future going on. We may have Uko and Future still going on. And M Cannon versus Bensky, Epic versus Asuna. BioIce and Rise are nice. Maybe we'll wait to see it. I will be laddering and stuff too. All right, guys. Just waiting to see what's going on. We may have a win. Renegade is covering it. Well, so guys, we'll see what's happening. I'm going to see if Renegade wants to cast. If we do have a game 4 with BioIce and Riser. BioIce actually up 2-0 on Riser at the moment. Can our purple Protoss player come back? We shall see.